Hey there, welcome to Community Post 3 on the Health Reconnected YouTube channel. So, Post 3 is going to be about encouraging you to take the time to go through the Optimal Health Instruction Manual. This is a 28-page document that has 7 chapters that literally outline how this simulated reality works in layman's terms, how it makes you feel, what you're supposed to do with those feelings, how you're supposed to navigate relationship, how this is all connected, how we're all doing the same thing but from different perspectives. It is very important that you have this core information and understand this from a theological perspective because it's going to make understanding the objective of what we need to do seem more reasonable, seem more realistic to you. This manual is all about authentic relationship. It's about dropping your defenses, figuring out how to come together and cooperate, and then it outlines all of the things and all of the pitfalls that try to stop us from doing this, all of the stories that we tell ourselves that we can't do this when the truth is we're designed to do this. When you see how this works, it's definitely going to empower you. And like I said, this is 7 chapters. This shouldn't take the slowest reader more than a few hours to get through this, and I would consume this information frequently. This is literally the key that's going to help you unlock the transformation that has to happen up here. It systematically describes self-based or selfish thought versus whole-based or group or unified thought. And it explains how to start to do it, how to manage the feelings and the thoughts that you have coming in, and then what you're going to do with those feelings and thoughts when they do get there. It's very helpful, it is essential, and that's why I'm making a big deal about this. Now, at the bottom of this video, and I'm just scrolling through here so you can see the amount of content I'm talking about. We are not talking about that much. And when I say 28 pages, this was a Word document that was converted into a PDF, and I think the font is 14. So it's not wordy, it's very concise. It should not take that long. And I promise you, once you start to read this thing, it's going to suck you in. The reason I'm starting out with this is because I want you to have a general concept and a good understanding before we really start to dial in the technology. So when you downloaded your technology, we gave you 2 lessons and we want you to just keep doing those 2 lessons right now. You need to know when to rest. You need to know when to put nourishment in your body. You need to be prepared when you're going to have a day that's going to be a little bit challenging. And then once we kind of get you used to this and you've consumed all this information, that's basically the instruction manual. You know how you were born into the world, but you didn't come with an instruction manual? That's what this is. This 28-page document is the instruction manual. It literally outlines the best strategies. You're going to be able to see the best strategy and you're going to go, well, I'm nowhere close to that. And then we're going to help you figure out how to start to step by step align with the best strategy because that's the only way you're going to get good deep sleep. Deep sleep is how we keep score. You need to achieve at least 50% deep sleep consistently before you can be certain or start to be certain that you're on the right path of getting out of this negative feedback loop and getting into the positive feedback loop. Now, by the time you start getting 50% deep sleep, you're going to be hooked because what it's going to do is it's going to make you feel better. It's going to slow aging down. There is no downfall to this other than people's pride. Anybody who says they're not interested in improving deep sleep outcomes, that's your pride talking. That's your human nature talking. That's your selfish desire talking. And in order to get good deep sleep, it's going to require sacrifice. This document is all about explaining what kind of sacrifices we have to make, where we have to come together and have unified decisions. It outlines what the future is going to look like because the future that I see is not everyone's still stuck in the past. In fact, I'm going to briefly discuss the concept of mind, body, and spirit. From this fractal reality we exist within, this concept, think of the mind as the past. You were born into the past. The people who have raised you have only known the past. Now, the present, that's your body. How your body feels is dependent on how well you're doing on the objective. And our past understanding did not know the objective. So your body's not feeling too good. The present is letting you know that something has to change. If your body's not feeling right, and if you're aging and having issues, that means your present is letting you know, hey, there's a better solution here. That's the future. And the future, well, that's the spirit. And when you think of the spirit, I want you to think of unifying because that's what the spirit does. It brings us together. So when we come together, the future is then based on unity or the spiritual awareness. So the mind is the past, the body is the present, and the spirit, that's the future. And I'm here to usher in the spirit. That's what I connect with. I connect with the collective mind or the spirit that organizes all of our individual experiences and weaves them together so that we can learn. And this document explains how that works pretty darn well. In the description box under this video, you can download the entire Optimal Health Instruction Manual. If you don't want to download it from the video, feel free to navigate to healthreconnected.com, go to our resources tab, and you're going to see the whole thing already situated. In fact, you know what? I think I can take you there. Let's just end on showing you this thing right. And you can go to the website. And once you're on the website, we go to resources. Here it is, Optimal Health Instruction Manual. You can read it chapter by chapter, or you can download the entire manual. Thank you for checking out this video and stay tuned for post number 4. We're going to get back into the technology side of this just a little bit, and then we're going to tie it into more resources that are connected to healthreconnected.com. All right. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.